Hey everybody, it's me again, Starvox, and I'm back here in SPT-AKI for another episode of the SPT show. Haha, that's right, I'm back after my little hiatus after life got extremely busy, and I changed my face too. I'm now playing as Sam Fisher in Tarkov, which is compelling and interesting, and of course, oh my god! Very lore friendly! You see, when Sam Fisher visited Tarkov for the first time, he got shot in the stomach, and then had to engage everybody there with a special item of clothing that prevented him from taking any more damage. Whoa, out in the woods in Tarkov. So, yeah, you know, it's a lot to go over, and I figured that I would share that with you guys today. In a quick episode for this one, because, okay, I guess I'm safe in that direction. It must be on the other side of the rock for me now. I just wanted to touch on the state of the game real quick as I prepare for a deep dive into either the Sane mod or the SPT Realism mod, and I have a poll for which one you want to see first up in the community section of my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure the Realism mod is gonna win. I don't know, I have to check back again to see how many votes there are, but yeah, that'll help me decide which one to go into first this week. And of course eventually I'll get to them both, and I want to get to all of the big conversion mods in due time to cover the things that they do. But yeah, this episode is actually going to be just a quick one to address some of the cool things that I've been seeing in terms of like SPT development and in terms of the mods that I was able to get working. Also, in regards to the update that just happened for actual vanilla Tarkov, which some of the content for has been kind of making its way into SPT over the past several days. And we now have some of the weapons and a bunch of the equipment from the vanilla Tarkov update, but not much of anything else just yet. I think there are a few big elements that are still missing, but there's a lot of good documentation for that, so we can go into that some other time. But as you can see, I am in 3.6.1 still. I'm trying to keep things as up-to-date as possible to just kind of stay on the bleeding edge of Tarkov, especially while the new update, the new wipe, is kind of hanging in the balance. I'm curious to see what all will get included in the stable versions for 3.6.1. Do you hear that? Whoa, he was still alive. Okay. Yeah, just waiting for everything to get updated. Currently not all of my favorite mods have been, updated yet! So I am still waiting on some things. Ow, ow! If you're wondering, I actually set the Sane AI to the default hard setting, so this is apparently the intended way to play. In my past few test runs to see just how this would work, I've gotten shot at and clobbered each time. These guys are extremely dangerous. I know I say that every time, but it's true. They're practically laser aiming sentry weapons that just roam around the map, waiting— oh god, to spot me. I was shaking. My foot must be on a weird place, and so my character's like bouncing up and down a little bit. Come on, you. Oh, I'm out. As far as weapons go, you can probably tell that I'm using the AK-12 right now, which is from the new update. That's part of the, well, it's one of the new, individual mods for the updated weapons that are available for SPT right now. Maybe I should stir things up a little bit. I'm not sure if he's still alive or not. But if you remember, I am of course still running the free cam mod, which is how I was looking at myself earlier. I could zip over here and find out. Did he just fade all the way back? And now I can't see him. Whoa, I certainly can't see him if I go underneath the map like that. I can go into the Weapon X menu still, and ouch, adjust the free cam speed settings so that it doesn't zoom around quite so quickly. As you can see, it didn't help me very much at all. But yeah, that was the AK-12. It has some attachments. I did put the new, let's see here, that's like a LCAN, right? Optic on the top of it. Let's see here, the HCO. Yep, LCAN Spectre HCO. It's all sharp and futuristic looking, I like it. Cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay. Whoa, he's still up. Wow, I shot him a whole bunch of times. These AI are so well kitted and have such good, like, armor systems and stuff. Wow. They are staying upright and pointing at me until the very last moment, until they die. They're not retreating to go heal or anything like that. It's very, very, very dangerous for me. Which is exactly why I'm wearing the developer balaclava, so that I don't immediately die when I'm out here trying to demonstrate these mods for you. Ah! What I was trying to say was that in addition to the AK-12, which is a new weapon, I also have the SVT-40, an additional new weapon. There's also the AVT, which is a fully automatic version of this rifle, and it's crazy. The only time I've tried it, I didn't have the recoil managed properly, so it was like da-da-da-da, and just fired all over the place. It was completely insane. It fires 7.62 by 54 rifle rounds, I'm pretty sure, so no slouch. It's a great sniper weapon. It's semi-automatic, and one of my favorite video game weapons overall, actually. I'm sure you're familiar with it, having been in a bunch of, like, World War II video games, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, whatever. Battlefield, I think? Maybe? Maybe? I'm not sure. It only has one optic at the moment, and there's just this one mount to be able to use it, and it's this scope right here. I actually like it a lot. And of course, with the Monza graphics mod running, to blur the environment outside of the scope, it looks even better. There's also the PKM. There's like 2 versions of the PKM that you can now equip and carry around. They're very large and cumbersome. Sorry, I keep thinking that I hear something over that hill there. And I might, but I can't tell what it is. Yeah, so I haven't equipped those. They're huge, bulky, belt-fed weapons, and the whole belt-fed mechanic is new to Tarkov, and especially for me here in Tarkov, so it's kind of a lot to deal with at the moment. Didn't want to mess with that just yet. If I want to play with a PKM, I'll grab one that's mounted around. Included in the update preview, which I can't actually remember the exact title of that mod. I'll list it on the screen for you, but included in that mod for the preview for all the weapons and gear and attachments and everything like that are indeed a bunch of the cool things from the update. So we've got new optics to work with, new attachments for weapons and the things, and especially for that little thermal scope that I just showed there, I did see that the thermal bundle mod had also been updated, and it included a patch for the content preview, so you should be able to use that in 3.6.1 with the content preview for the new update for Tarkov. Whew, another reason that this episode is going to be a quick one is because it is dang hot here in the Midwest, and the humidity is very high, our heat index is very high, we're under heat advisory for a little while. Oh, I was afraid of that. Run for the rocks, jump, crouch. Maybe I'll be able to get around this place without much trouble. Oh no. Trouble is happening. It's coming toward me. If he can see me through... Oh, wait, am I bleeding? I am bleeding. He managed to get me. Wow, that's new. Let me use one of these here. Interesting. Even with the developer balaclava on, I still took a bleeding hit to the stomach. Huh. Good to know, good to know. It's not like it put me in any danger or anything. Whoa, still good. But this guy is directly on me. He knows where I am. Oh, I see him. Ah! Ah! I ran out of ammo. That was very embarrassing. I think I got him. Yep. That was spooky. What did he have? A 104 and an M4, wow. Oh wow, can I brace on his body? I can. Cool. The bracing and mounting mechanics are part of the SPT realism mod, which is has to be updated to the latest version in order to use. It's very useful. It works the way that you think it would. You can steady your aim with it against like some sort of surface as long as it actually works and functions. It'll offer a bonus to your aiming and your steadiness. Oops. And I can also get stuck on tree roots. But that's no fault of the mod. Oh man, my voice is absolutely shot. I have been in very lengthy conversations lately. We recently adopted a new puppy. There's just been a lot going on, and I've been so very, very busy and so very, very tired, and I just don't quite feel like myself, but I really, really, really wanted to get the next episode of the SPT show out. So I'm here trying my best. Whoa, 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 did you see that? He's still alive, I think. Yep, he's still up. He's still up. Okay. He had no problem engaging me, snap engaging me just like that, even though I had already shot him. He's damaged. Took him out just there. We're gonna take a look at the SAIN parameters in just a second, but basically, I've got them set to the default hard setting, like I said earlier, so they're apparently, the AI that is, it's apparently as effective as it should be. This is like the intended mode, how you would normally be playing this game. And that being the case, really highlights, wow, just how dangerous it is with like a number of coordinated individuals out here. Because these like scavs and PMCs operate in teams. They're very dangerous, their aim is pretty much perfect. And they can see me through foliage, so I have no idea where they're firing from most of the time. To play this legitimately, like for outside of recording purposes, like there's just no running out in the open whatsoever. It doesn't do to get caught out, it doesn't do to be without cover. I even take like smoke grenades and flashbangs out with me now, it's pretty intense. I really enjoy it, but it can take a very long time to get through a map. Granted, that is what I want. I mean, ultimately, you know, I'm just trying to make it more realistic, more interesting, and all that stuff. Especially with swag and donuts operating, to throw in the extra like wave system and to get all the bots doing all the things that you want them to do. It's a lot to worry about. It's a lot to contend with. I dare say it's even more dangerous than live, than actual Tarkov right now, because there's so many more threats, and of course, like, you know, you could feasibly buff yourself so that you could take some damage, because I suppose you could just accept that it is a video game still, and, you know, it's like a simulatory video game, there are a lot of mechanics in play. None of the characters that are running around in this game are doing contextual things, like, I don't know, like actually tripping over a rock when they get scared, or like stumbling and falling over and making a huge mistake. They're all machines, like all the AI bots and everything like that. They're these like machines that operate with modified tank controls. You know what I mean? That use aiming and firing systems that are easily tracked. So you know, it's not as I suppose biologically involved as it would be for like a group of actual humans, like live humans in reality, to go out and fight each other. There's so much more to worry about. There's a lot of logistics. Somebody could get caught or trapped somewhere and everything has to change. These guys can just roam around freely. They're able to heal themselves and recover. They don't have to like recover each other or like heal each other, for example. Like if someone goes down, they don't have to like come and rescue them. They're just dead, effectively. Everybody else is just roaming around according to their programming, trying to simulate an interesting dynamic combat zone. And it kind of leaves you in the position where you have to treat it like a video game and sort of use a dominant strategy to win. You know what I mean? Because there's just so much going on. I wouldn't expect that if you, the person, you know what I mean, were like in actual Tarkov, like if it were a real place to be doing this sort of thing, I would not expect you to be doing what I'm doing with my character here, like running around rocks and jumping all around and stuff. Because there's just, it's so much energy to use, you know? It'd be exhausting to do all this hopping and running around and all that stuff. chasing bad guys, having them run up to me and having to fight many of them at a time, that'd be exhausting. So this is still very much a video game, as hardcore as it can be, and as hardcore as the mechanics can be, you know, like, tuned up to. It's still a video game, and in order to get the most satisfaction out of it, I think it has to be treated that way in some respect. You may have also noticed that it seems like my rifle has some sort of, I don't know, some movement mechanics of its own. It's kind of got some parallax with my camera and the actual gun, don't I? Well, that's actually because I'm using a mod called Deadzone, and it installs that sort of aim-look Deadzone that's in Insurgency and some older, like, PC simulation games. It doesn't do anything effectively against your like aiming or accuracy or anything like that. It just does, it pretty much just follows the mouse very closely. It's accelerating in the direction that I'm moving the mouse and turning, so that it, and it also has a limit and it can be configured just to give it a more natural look. So I have everything pretty subtle right now. You can make it much more extreme so that the rifle zips over here and zips over there and it has like a wall that it slams against. I just wanted a little bit of motion, kind of like an Insurgency, so that when I kind of like, I do this right here, it kind of feels like I'm actually pointing the rifle around in front of me. It's a bit more, you know what I mean? It feels way more natural like this, and it just kind of helps me aim a little bit better. Now, when I go in depth on the Sane mod, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Let me show you why, because if I do this, if I hit F6, I can pull up the all-new, overhauled Sane GUI, and it is deep, I tell you. It comes with some presets from easy to impossible. I've got it on the default hard right now. I think you can actually import... Yeah, you can add other presets in some way. I just don't know how to do that yet. There are global settings for pretty much every metric and mechanic and measure available for AI modification. Bot settings to get like individual... let's see here, easy, normal, and hard, impossible for like bots that are selected. You can give them individual parameters. And you can even modify the personalities to a T with all of the sliders and all the measures and values, you know what I mean, for every one of these classes. And even some advanced options to be able to do some things like debugging and problem fixing, etc. And that's why I say that we're going to have to do a deep dive video on that mod, because it has just become so large and so robust that I feel like I myself am lost on quite a bit of it at the moment, and I'm going to have to do a little bit of learning. The realism mod should be a little bit easier to approach, because we're going to be able to read a whole lot of things about that. And of course the same thing with Sane too, but it's, whoa, just so much to demonstrate! Ah! Ouch! Where are you? Is that him over there? I'm pretty sure I just saw someone run left to right. God, this like... To play Tarkov in this way, I understand that I'm invincible with the balaclava on, but it still wrecks my nerves so bad. It's a lot of fun, but it's like, oh man, I can't believe I'm alive. Feels very unnatural. I suppose that's kind of the position I've put myself in, but it does feel unnatural to like demonstrate things about Tarkov when it's a hardcore shooter simulator in that way. It's like I have instructor privileges, I'm just kind of running around with no consequences. But it's pretty much necessary to demonstrate these mods. Where did he go? He ran all the way around. Wait. Oh, they're closing in on my position. Oh god, I ran out. Whew. Did you see that? His vest pretty much absorbed all those rounds. It was doing damage because I'm using like armor-piercing rounds in this pistol right now, but he was able to take all that still. Which is brutal, can you imagine? He would have been suffering so badly, wouldn't be able to aim or fire properly. In real life, he almost certainly would have been knocked backward, down on his butt. Hopefully we'll get some more of those contextual animations in games like these in the near future so that I don't have to wait forever for them. Wasn't there another one? I thought I heard somebody moving around over here. No? Okay. Wait! There's somebody over there. Ouch! Oh my god! I actually didn't mean to throw that grenade, but I like mashed the H key accidentally when I was moving around the keyboard. Or the G key, I'm sorry. Trying to hit the H key, which is my high ready keybind. And then that just happened. Was it effective at all? Did I push him back or did I hurt him? I don't hear him. Oh, maybe I do. I sure do. Where's he at? Oh, he's coming around, he's coming around. He's running. Oh man, fighting through foliage. I thought I spotted him. Oops, am I, Oh no, those were all my magazines. Well, that's a problem. That is a problem. Don't worry, we're almost done with this demonstration for today because, I've mostly been able to say what I needed to say. I'm just trying to hold my own against these guys right now, you know? Oh, oh, oh. I took too long to get on target with my scope. Is that? Yep, I think it is. Oh! Ah! Good grief, man. Well, might as well pull out the sawed-off shotgun, which is also included in, the update. This is a sawn-off double-barreled shotgun. I can use, I can fire one barrel at a time, or both at a time. What you got? There's a lot of activity over here right now. Can I just run up on him for the flank? And blast him? It's hard to fight in trees, man. Ah! There he is, he's shooting me! Ah! Ha ha ha! I can chase you! Man, this is weird, isn't it? This is not Tarkov-like gameplay at all. This is bizarre. If any of you have ever been chased around by a cheater like I have in live Tarkov, that's essentially what it looks like to them, trust me. It's a very humiliating process to go through and a humongous waste of time, because you're like, well, I kind of invested in my character here, and I'm out here for a reason. You might even be trying to fulfill a quest. But, meanwhile, a hacker with a very much against the rules mod in online Tarkov is out causing mayhem. Let's reload one of these shells. Oh, it's such a slow reload, too. Oh, wow, did you see that? That's a big gun. And leap! I've come for you! Wow, I missed the second one, but we both have to reload now. Oh, man. Whoa. Oh, who's first? Ah, he was first, he shot me. But I got him in the end. Oh well. Listen guys, thanks so much for joining me out here today. That's pretty much all I wanted to go over for this, this quick, SPT show episode. I'm coming in, with another episode to go much more in depth with all the, update features and all the new weapons and everything. There's much more to go over. We're gonna look at the PKM and everything like that, check out the new belt-fed mechanics, and do a whole lot of, light machine gun firing at scavs on probably the reserve map when I get that all set up. And then comes the deep dive mods into, let's see, either Sane or the realism mod. Excuse me, my voice is still trying to leave me at the moment. And, yeah, we'll finally be able to take a look at all the, settings and parameters and ways to configure the AI, and to, recover realistic settings here in the game, to, try to make Tarkov as realistic an experience as possible, which is very much in contrast to this, I assure you. So, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to all the modders, all the SPT developers that give us these mods to use and are actually regularly updating them and kind of like being responsive and chatting with us and being engaging with the community. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. SPT has very much revitalized my interest in Tarkov. It's brought me right back to something that I very much loved and is letting me enjoy it in a brand new way, and I just wanted to say thank you again. So please keep up the good work, let me know if there's anything I can do to help, and please continue to let me, you know, just demonstrate your mods for everybody. We've been getting a lot of great feedback. Folks love to see them demonstrated. It's very useful, even I think it's useful to be able to do this, kind of use mods that I might not normally engage with myself to make these videos, so yeah. Look forward to the next episode. Check out the community tab on my YouTube channel to leave a vote about which mod you'd like to see the deep dive on first, and I'll see you in the next episode.